Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey guys, good morning. We're here with Clan Moulder to start the stream with. Today we're gonna be doing 4 to 5 hours of Clan Moulder, and on a second stream 4 to 5 hours of Volgro of Woe, WoW faction. But first starting with the Clan Moulder. 4 to 5, not 45. What the hell?
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey, Going Gaming. Thanks, Pinocchio. Okay, you're alive? I totally forgot you existed until you just subbed again. God damn. This is how it is, you know, when you're not too many people. Somebody just disappears in the background and he's gone until I see him again. So this is the other side of the DLC, the clan Moulder. So we can expect some good quality here, some good shit. Had a lot of fun yesterday on the first part of Sisters of Twilight. Goddamn, this is such a fun faction and an awesome lord. A lot of fun yesterday playing Heralds of Ariel. This campaign continues tomorrow. We are starting all three and then we're just rotating for up to 150 turns while working towards short campaign victory. But Clan Moulder's turn today. So what do we have as Clan Moulder? We have a sport in the north. Thank you, Hao.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
We're starting in the north, Help It. We always wanted to play out there with one of the factions. I guess eventually you might have more playable factions here. So Clan Moulder with a Help It in the Kislev area and Norska Mountains. They have a suitable climate frozen. There's some frozen area around. Has access to the Clan Moulder Flesh laboratory. Well, I'll see what this is about. The units are tagged Moulder Monster. It says this unit is created by Clan Moulder. Packmasters and Trot and Unclean can push it to its full combat potential and restore it in battle. All characters get plus 10% hit points. Immune to mountain attrition. And construction costs minus 20% for breeding stock, pits of the Packmasters, force feeding chambers, and laboratory buildings. That's for the faction effects. Throughout the Unclean, his load effect is minus 20% upkeep for Wolf Rats, Red Ogres, Mutant Red Ogre, Brute Horror, and the Help Elimination. 20% doesn't really sound much, but yeah, it's one of his bonuses. Has also regeneration himself, and gives 10 armor also to these units. We are starting with a unit of Mutant Red Ogre and Wolf Rats that have terrible unit card, and a unit of Red Ogres. Oh boy, oh god. Well, we'll check more about the new units in the campaign. Let's get to it. You don't do Vortex campaign to have cinematics? No, Vortex causes me nausea. No, I don't play Vortex. Hey Jenga, good morning. Yoo-hoo! I woke up an hour ago on alarm. Didn't drink coffee, had a banana for breakfast. It's gonna be a long day. 9-10 hours of Warhammer 2. I'm gonna be falling asleep on WoW later.
Hail, Master Mutator, Lord of Hell Pit. The loathsome creations that inhabit the labyrinthine tunnels of Clan Moulder's stronghold await your command. The lands beyond the walls of the Nine Circles are rife with specimens to test your handiwork on. The dwarf's short limbs and simplistic anatomies may offer little to your flesh lab, but their cadavers can still be harvested to further your experiments. The cities of the Kislevite man-things await subjugation, but be wary, for they wield considerable military power by virtue of their vast lands. Make use of your growth vat to strengthen your monstrous ranks before attempting an attack. You are a master of monster splicing, mutation, and unnatural breeding, Unclean One. Use your heinous gifts to bring defilement to the vile purity of the surface. Shape the dregs of these lands to your heart's twisted desires.
And the old guy, I mean, you see this bird he has on his shoulder. The bird is basically whispering in his ear to do things. He's basically just trying to advise or manipulate everybody in the game. This is guy's agent of chaos, servant of Zinch. It's like brother whispering in his ear, and then he's just always, "My Lord Zinch agrees." Speaking of My Lord Zinch agrees, have you seen anybody started the Archaean campaign? Have you seen the damage in the units? What the shit? Makes you want to play Archaean campaign. They're currently bugged, but of course, you know, they implemented something new, and you know, since it's not a DLC, it's of course gonna be bugged, you know. Yoo-hoo! So what do we have here? Clan Moulder Flesh Laboratory. The Flesh Laboratory allows Clan Moulder to grow, mutate, splice, and surgically alter monsters and minions to make them more dangerous on the battlefield. Troops can be upgraded with augmentations with the use of mutagen. There's an injection device here. What do they call them? Injection needle, which is collected whenever X of monsters are claimed from the lab's growth vat. This is the most disturbing shit in the Skaven dome, I guess. Clan Moulder and the Skaven, what they called? God damn. Broodmothers and the Clan Moulder, the probably most disgusting things for an empire man like myself, you know, to experience and hear about. So now I need a witch hunter to, you know, brainwash me.
Oh
I need a report
God.
to one.
Have you seen that
Anyways,
shit?
where were we?
Holy shit. What the hell?
Thank you, Manchel. Troops can be upgraded with augmentation with the use of mutagen, which is collected when packs a monster claim for the club's grow ward. To grow new units in the ward, Clan Moulder must first harvest growth juice by fighting battles or recycling units that have become unstable due to augmentation.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the
Flesh
hell?
Laboratory, mutagens, growth vat, growth juice. God damn, it's like a bunch of horror stuff here. Demonculaba all over again.
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Thank you, Saint Luke. Thank you, return. You guys heard about Demonculaba in Warhammer 40k? Well, I feel like Clan Moulder stuff is way worse. By the way, don't Google that shit. Don't Google that shit, and don't search for it on YouTube. If you do, I promise you will have nightmares. Skaven under Empire, yeah, that's the old stuff. What is the old stuff? And Skaven Corruption is the old stuff. Okay. If you guys missed any of the Skaven campaigns, there's plenty of them on YouTube. Plenty of them. Uprising from below, occupy loot races or sack 4 different settlements. From the bowels of earth, the Skaven rise. Looks like that the Skaven copy passes the objective. Like an inescapable tide of pest and destruction in their desire to reclaim the world from the surface dwellers, and they will do so in an unending tide of skittering claws and jack teeth. Yeah, jack teeth, you heard it right. So what do we have here? This is the growth vat. It says 60 something, passive gain 60. The growth vat. The growth vat is where Clan Moulder grows abominable creatures to join their unclean ranks. Growing specimens requires growth juice, which naturally accumulates but is consumed whenever the vat is empty to claim units. It can also be collected by fighting battles or recycling augmented units afflicted by instability. We have a passive gain of 60 on this. Claim growth vat monsters. Empty the growth vat to claim instantly recruitable units. Each claim batch also grants different amounts of mutagen in addition to 10 food, which can be increased to 15 by upgrading the flesh laboratory. We get some food here as well. I think the food stuff is still the same. If you're not familiar with the Skaven, Skaven armies and settlements cost food, and their rapid expansion when the loot and occupy can rapidly grow a settlement, so you can occupy settlements on a higher tier from the start. The main use of food is for the rapid expansion, which is very powerful. So having a big supply of food while expanding is the way to go. The bonuses itself are helpful, but as the campaign progresses, not critical. It's more important to get those juicy max tier settlements. There are various ways to increase the food capacity by expanding. The food capacity gets increased, and the technologies. Technologies also generate food. Building generate food, and you get food from battles, post-op battle options, raiding. Okay, mutagen 100. So this is the second thing here. Mutagen is used in the flesh lab and enables Clan Moulder to supply augmentations to units to make them more effective in battle. It's produced mainly in the growth vat, collected as a byproduct whenever the vat is emptied to claim batches of units. A maximum by 100 can be stored at once. Any excess mutagen degenerates and is lost over time. Mutagen capacity can be increased by upgrading the flesh lab. You know, the way I see this shit, you know, they catch that unit there, like they catch Dragon Ogre. They catch a couple of other guys and they just put them in the growth vat, cook them into nice green goo, and then they use that green goo into those injections, mutagens, and they just, you know, heat themselves up like steam packs. And you might grow, you know, crazy, big, or you might just turn into another pile of green goo. I'm sure it's not just the creatures and people they capture for the growth vats, but also they add some warpstone to the mix, because the warpstone makes it actually work. Because it's warpstone is magic. So this is the flesh laboratory. Grow monsters supply upgrades to Clan Moulder's units through mutation, surgery, and other diabolical techniques. What do we have here? Look at this, look at this. I do love it when you click a button on the interface and it opens a whole different part of the game. Why can't we have this for every faction? One day I hope we're gonna have a button like that and it will open a big window like this and explain everything about corruptions and expand them as well at the same time for every single faction in the game. It's a shame you have to pay $10 to actually get to a faction that gets a window like this instead of adding windows like this to the other stuff. Stoneworm Summoner. What the heck are starting units? We also have a unit of Stoneworm sort of shield. Nobody said anything about Stonevermin. We started with Mutant Red Ogre, Wolf Rats, and Red Ogres, and additionally was Stonevermin. That's interesting. When they said it's Stoneworm, I guess usually it's the lower tier units as additional units like this. There's some exceptions, right? Yeah, poor CA and you know, Sega. They don't have money. You know, after making the big tit Warhammer game to create more content to sell. You know, excuses. Yeah, cry me a river. Okay, Where are we? Stalker senses. Attribute Vanguard deployment attribute stalk. So what is this? Infantry augments, monster augments, and laboratory. It's when they, you know, create money and then just try to create more games instead of making this game better. Like the games that people just gonna play for one day and never again. So they just basically ka-chink, and thank you very much. See you next year with a new game. Fucking Ubisoft policy. Cutting-edge genetic engineering techniques allow one of the transplant the nervous systems of the most clandestine Asian assassins. So you can add stock and Vanguard to infantry unit, and it costs 25 mutagen. This is what I'd like to see. Using resources to upgrade units. A multi-million-dollar lemonade stand, more like a multi-million-dollar family bakery. Cancerous carapace. 15 magic resist 20 armor. What does it say for this one? Cutting edge genetic engineering techniques allow one to transplant the nervous systems of the most clandestine Asian assassins. Just the idea of these things, you know, actually happening, it's enough to make Clan Moulder exist. This is why Clan Moulder has to exist. Because they have shit like this. I mean, Clan Rix doesn't have to exist. They're just like trash faction. Clan Moulder. Can you imagine they released Clan Rix before they released Clan Moulder? God damn. I can't. Bone heart tumors filling the body make it more likely that enemy attacks are deflected. Their blows tend to glance off, leaving little damage behind. So get 20 armor and 50 magic resistance. It looks like there's like no penalty for this. You just click it and you get it. Morse testosterone. The skin born into Clan Morse possess genomes that give them elevated levels of aggression, the core for which Trot has expertly replicated. There's 10% chance. Aha. It's so that's what that number is about. So this could add frenzy. So what is this instability chance? This is a chance that a unit will become unstable after being augmented. The more augments already applied to a unit, the higher the risk of instability. So you're basically augmenting a unit, and there's a chance that something goes wrong. But there's a chance the unit just gets becomes Hulk, right? Hulk with no downside. So the first one is only 10% chance to go unstable.
Oh my god. Have you seen
So it looks like one of our units has already been modified.
What the hell?
Hey mobs. This unit is unstable. This unit can be recycled for growth juice or augmented further. For each additional augment will increase the level and stability on the unit.
Twist, bend, mangle,
And stability 1. It causes damage to self, constant, disabled with hit points less than 75%. So once the battle starts, this unit will start taking damage until it loses 25% of health. Despite Trot's efforts to the contrary, the powers gifted to his troops often come with a price of a deteriorating life expectancy. And what does this unit even have? Augments, melee attack plus 4, weapon strike plus 10%, bound ability warp lightning rod. What the hell is a warp lightning rod? Oh great, more warp lightning. So the units can use warp lightning as well. Oh man, this is what the plebs needed. Every single unit with warp lightning so they can play the game. Until they figure out they can build artillery building early. A dark greenish black lightning strikes are the Skaven screw drops on implant. 60-second cooldown. This looks like it's warp lighting, but could be something else.
If any rat freeze, me will eat.
Instabilities. This unit has a 50% chance to gain more instabilities with every additional augment applied. Growth juice gain from recycling this unit plus 50. Future augments cost minus 50%. Casualty replenishment minus 10%. Possibility instability. This is actually great stuff. They actually thought about this more than just some beyond the simple stuff. Now I wish they charged the Empire rework $10 so we can actually get proper stuff and not half-assed shit that breaks in the end. It's 1 for 5 iron piercing damage and 5 attack. What the hell? Clan More Stone Vermin? Clan Rictus Stone Vermin Kekwi? No. Clan Moulder Stone Vermin. Yep. In Troy's extensive experience, bigger is always better. Strength is increased through sheer muscle size. What the fuck is this? 5 attack and 5 armor piercing damage. This is exactly what the Stone Vermin needs. You put this on a Stone Vermin, the Stone Vermin looks like... the rest of the Skaven Stone Vermin looks like trash when you just click this button alone. Soldier Scum, unit rank plus 5. Soldier Serum, unit rank plus 5. What is this? Intelligence experience bigger, so yeah, that. Still waking up, guys, just give me a second.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
The means to isolate and exploit the genomes of individuals who innately excel at war enables the fast tracking of others' combat training. I hope now that the Clan Moulder is in the game, I'm just like, you know, just hoping, just like 1%. Next time we play Clan Pestilence, Clan Morse, or God forbid Clan Rectus, we actually get an event with Clan Moulder and they can actually augment one of our units. Can you imagine, you know, they added a new event like that? So you get an event where Clan Morse can augment one of the Stone Vermin for free. Or one of them other units. Or pick one of the 3 units. Just like, you know, because Clan Moulder is in the game. Now we're gonna get some trash events, no doubt. The means to isolate and exploit the genomes of individuals who innately excel at war enables the fast tracking of others' combat training. I mean, Clan Pestilence in the game, the OG Skaven faction with Clan Morse, and everybody has strong plague, and everybody can spam plague priests. So what's the point of Clan Pestilence other than go cry in Lastria by getting gangbanged by the Itza and their Saurus? Accelerated mitosis. Random uncommon augments applied plus 2. Only applies unlocked augments. The faster cells replicate, the higher the chance of mutation. In other words, roll the dice enough times and you'll get the desired results eventually. Random uncommon augments applied. I guess the uncommon mean green. The green ones. There's green, rare, and unique. I mean, like, this is obviously epic, right? You know, just, yeah. LOL, how does Skaven even know about genes and cells and stuff? Didn't you know that the Skaven have built spaceships and they travel in the orbit? That comet in the sky is actually a Skaven vessel, tricking everybody. Living under a rock. Muscle fiber has been deliberately mutated to increase its owner's speed and agility. Speed plus 15%, melody plus 5 at Strider. the way I see it, the Skaven, some of them get mutated so much, they become so intelligent that from the Middle Ages they went into the Modern Age because of their brains. Of course, half of the shit is just diabolical and unpredictable, but they do create Gatling guns, laser cannons, and spaceships as well. And of course, nuclear weapons. Smart feeding. Casualty replenishment plus 20%, upkeep minus 20% for this unit. So the unit will replenish faster and will be cheaper. Failed experiments can yield useful results, even if those results are little more than living food supply for the rest. Spider senses. Really? Really? 20 physical resistance and a melee attack minus 5. 20 physical resistance is a lot. Implanting a spider within its skull can help the host to predict oncoming threats, with the side effect of a persistent urge to scratch. Jesus Christ. Implanting a spider within its skull. Anybody volunteering, guys? I want to put a spider in your skull. You're gonna get a spider sense. The Skaven, what the shit? Mind control. Melodies minus 5 leadership. Not even unbreakable, man. What is this garbage, man, made by multiplayer idiots? Look at this shit. Immune to psychology, leadership plus 5. I need to take a dump on the mind control next time on the toilet. By drilling directly into their brains, Thor is easily able to remove the use of motion or fear from its motion. What is this garbage? Are we in a multiplayer match here? Fucking hell, and this is not even green but blue? Who made this? Who made this? Quit your job. Bone elongation. Bonus versus large plus 10, weapon strength plus 20%, melee attack. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. 10 anti-large, 20% weapon strength, and you lose 5 attack, but you get bonus versus large, so against large you're even better. How do you go from this to this? Who's the idiot that values the psychology like this and 5 leadership? And then you lose 5 melee defense. Do they know what happens when a unit with low defense gets hit? They start losing fucking combat, and they lose even more leadership, you idiots! Who makes this shit? So you get 5 leadership, but you start losing combat, and you lose even more leadership, and you don't get any leadership. Fucking idiots. Jesus. Limb blanketing grants a longer reach, a larger swinging arc for handheld weapons, and less of a high discrepancy when facing larger foes. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh boy. Here we go again. You lose 5 leadership, but you can start causing fear and terror. Okay, at least we know which to ignore. Nasty Inbred, charge bonus plus 20, armor piercing damage plus 5. Huh. This like could be very good for the death runners or the gutter runners. Throat state-of-the-art inbreeding procedure produces hideous, repulsive, misshapen rats. The downside being that they are even less likely to understand orders than usual. Maybe we can get some range stuff. I mean, this one is also pretty good for the gutter runners. The speed is important too. But the gutter runners getting like this makes them actually more of a hybrid unit. When you send them in, you send them in. Holy shit, these two are so fucking bad. So fucking bad. This is like one of the worst things I've ever seen in this game. One of the worst fucking things, man. This should just be unbreakable without any penalty, really. Because you have to risk an instability to create this. A second brain. Melee defense -5, leadership +5. Do they know what happens? Do they even know their game? Do they know what happens when you have a low defense and you get hit? Do they know how the leadership works? You start losing combat, you lose leadership immediately by just losing combat without even taking damage. And you take damage, you start losing leadership even faster. Why the fuck would you lose the defense to get leadership? Man, I'm getting a headache. Additional brains harvested from rival warlock engineers and transplanted into troops bring altogether different personalities to proceedings alongside the subject zone. You do get that frenzy, and you can encourage others, which is another 4 leadership in a radius. That frenzy is not bad to use, but the fight will be longer than the duration of the death frenzy. But losing defense to gain leadership, that is just... Deep breath, Selich. Remember, guys, the AI gets plus 10% melee defense as well. Plus 10 leadership too. Imperfection removal. Holy shit! Plus 40% weapon strength and plus 20 melee attack, but you don't get any replenishment and you lose 10 melee defense. Huh, who cares? I'll put this on one of my regeneration single entity units. Help with domination. Hello! One of them basement rats. Yoo-hoo! God damn! This could be ideal for one of them big regeneration units. Can put on help it. It's an infantry, right? Right. My bad. This is an infantry. It's infantry, right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess this would be good for the Death Runners. You put this on the Death Runners go advanced stalk behind the enemies and just kill this range unit, kill that range unit, just poof, 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 poof. And if anybody sends something to counter them, like a melee unit or anything, you just flee and disappear. Poof, stealth. So this could be very good for Death Runners. Death Runners, they just snipe vulnerable units. They don't expect any... If the Death Runners can hit really hard, and they hit already hard, with this they will hit really hard with 40% additional damage and 20 additional attack. Put this on the Death Runners and just poof, 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 disappear. Death Runners are ninjas, you know, they can destroy a unit and disappear. Why not on Scale and Slice? Because we don't play multiplayer here, you know. What is this on the top? Necroparasites. In theory, no, it's not theory, Death Runners only does this urine. We used the Death Runners a lot before they added weapon teams. Death Runners gotta be one of my favorite Skaven units. Did you watch any of the Skaven campaigns, or are you just here to complain? You don't even have any visual, you just have audio. Through special breed of genetically engineered parasites have been specifically bred to take over the bodies of dead Skaven, that they might live and fight again. So that's zombies. Can we actually mouse over this shit? We can. Target self cannot target if on a wall, hit must plane cap reached. Effect resurrect dead combatants, heals injured before resurrecting, restores up to 2016 health. Huh? So you're telling me a unit will activate this and it will get a mega invocation heck cast on them? I hope Shiruzer is not here. He's probably gonna uninstall the game he already uninstalled yesterday. Stuff like this is a lot of fun. Driven forward by unholy microorganisms within, even mortally wounded creatures can retain full motor function. Can you put more than one from unit? Yeah, but the unit can then become unstable. There's a chance on all the first augment that 10% chance they become unstable. And these are like the penalties for instability. It gets worse if it happens further. In before Necroparasis crashes the game. Oh Jesus, don't. We played the Gorse campaign and we didn't get a single crash with the invocation last time. Troll Spleen. So we can give unit regeneration and perfect vigor. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Why do we play Clan Morse, Clan X again? Or even Clan Pestilence? I race because we want to challenge, you want to be one of them special mama boys that don't play the OP fun power creep shit stuff. Through generation upon generation of intensive breeding, Throat has successfully produced biotissue that degenerates in a similar way that of the hardy nigh on unsolved trolls. Hold on. You get both regeneration and perfect vigor, not just one. Get the fuck out. So, you can put multiple of these shits, and if you get lucky, your Stone Wormling can get like 5 melee attack, 5 armor piercing weapon damage, regeneration, perfect vigor, and let's say, you know, another thing here. Maybe even more armor piercing damage and charge bonus. Necroparas, so many, which to pick, I know which not to pick. God damn! So, Clan Rictus, guys, just uninstall Clan Rictus from your computer. You can go to your Steam, remove free DLC from your library, and Clan Rictus will be no more. And then just buy this, and yeah, never play Clan Rictus again. The problem is why use Storm when you have Brood Horrors. I mean, flavors, cookies, flavor, to see, you know, how much you can push them with these mutagens. That's the only reason. Okay, let's see the monster augments. So this one is fun for the infantry, this one for the monster augments. Yes, but mutagens are limited to at least early game. Well, you're not gonna play a 73 campaign and restart next day, play something else. You're just gonna play a long, nice Clan Moulder campaign and do perversions. Could be one of those campaigns that you know don't care, you know, how long you play, or restart the next day. The last one is the final evolution. A random rare augment supplied +3 only applies unlocked augments. This is the answer. This is the future. So get 3 of the blue ones. Oh god. You can get mind control. I'm not clicking this button. Fuck that shit. So monster augments. Only has this two on. Lobotomy. Akutama, you here? This is the right one for you. Bound ability Warp Lightning Rod. Having long experimented with replacing brain lobes with Warp Stone, Thor knows the difference between enhancing a monster's suitability of war and accidentally making it brain dead. War Fuel Infusion. So this one gives Warp Lightning Rod, so they can spam Warp Lightning. Holy shit, this is perfect for them Reddit and all those plebs. Just lobotomize them all and let them just spam Warp Lightning all day long until they, you know, find that you can actually get Plague Catapults one day. War Fuel Infusion. Leadership +5 give Vanguard. When one's blood runs green with the volatile liquefied form of the physical manifestation of the winds, strange things happen. So Vanguard and 5 leadership. Razor claw grafts. Melee attack plus 4 and weapon strength plus 10%. Just a little bit solid buff here on the first one. The Red Ogres need all the help they can get. Like, there's such shit stats. Look at this shit. 26 attack, 26 defense, only 80 weapon strength, with 40 armor, 7700 health. This shit makes me fucking cry. Like, look at this. I'm looking at this and I can start crying, man. Like, what the fuck is this trash? Look, what the fuck are these stats, man? Heck, even when you have Frenzy on, which barely buffs this unit damage because it's arm piercing, 8 attack. Even with Frenzy, this unit has 34 attack. Fucking hell, this shit makes me cry. This shit is the most pathetic shit in the game, man. This is like just next to those monster infantry from the Vampire Coast. Heck, those guys even better than undead, they can be healed. What they call the hulking abomination, some shit like that. I'd rather play those than this shit. Fucking hell, man. Pathetic. Red Ogre should have technology for massive physical resistance, really. Maybe they improved Red Ogre technology so it's actually useful and not trash. Deadly Momentum. Base weapon damage plus 20%, charge bonus plus 25%. Oh, another one to ignore. Given enough natural mass, a creature can be as destructive as Wrecking Ball on legs, however many legs it may be. 25% charge, 20% base weapon damage. If you don't know what base weapon damage is, on a Red Ogre it's 22 versus 58. So when they get frenzied, they get additional 15% more base weapon damage. I wonder if they even know how this works. So they get 22 plus 15%, not 80 plus 15%. So they get another 3 damage. So if you put this on the Red Ogres, you get another 5 damage. Yes, Wrecking Balls. There's only one Wrecking Ball I care about, and it's that YouTube video with Miley Cyrus. Okay, let's move on. Synaptic response stimuli. Better reflexes by design make for a more effective monster, able to move faster and avoid more of what enemies throw at it. 10 speed and 10 physical resistance. That's good. That's good. And it's early, it's on the green stuff. Like this is the one you can totally put on a Red Ogre. This one here and this one here, and it's almost as good as the first Minotaur unit. Who am I kidding? It's almost as good as Trolls. Yeah, almost as good as Trolls. But, you know, you need a couple more of these things till they become Stone Trolls. Maybe you get this, you get rank 7, you get battle skills, and you get a unit of Minotaurs. Then Minotaurs get a couple of ranks, battle skills, all the buffs, and the Red Ogre drops, you know, on 0% again, div. Maybe you can actually turn this into a usable unit with all these mutagens. I guess you have to get lucky, because the instability can happen. Advanced Neuropathy. Those that feel no pain tend to take the brunt of the enemy attacks, acting as veritable meat shields for the more important individuals. Guardian provides physical resistance to a lord or a hero nearby. So Elich, I think I missed it sadly. What's your opinion for today? We've seen it for the first 10 turns of the game, and free items. Why not? That second half of it where you reforge shit, who cares? We get free items anyways for so far. Force. What the hell is this word? God damn, man, I didn't go to college. I don't know how to even read this word. I have to Google this shit. What the? How do you even read this shit? Is a presence of abnormal number of chromosomes in a cell. Haploidy. God damn. A random uncommon augment supplied +2, so you get the 2 of the green ones. Intentionally changing cells during duplication by increasing the number of chromosomes produces most interesting if experimental mutations. Eltron. Autonomy. So again, replenishment and upkeep cost reduction. The ability to discard mangled limbs and regenerate them means that even those with fatal injuries can live to fight another day. So these are the uncommon augments for the monsters. Propane perspiration. Enable flaming attacks, leadership -5, and passive ability propane perspiration. Constant around self, affects allies in range, affects enemies in range. So everybody gets 20% weakness to fire damage. And the unit gets flaming attacks. So basically units lose 5 leadership to make anybody in the area vulnerable to fire. And this unit start doing more, can actually do 20% more damage to those units. Diabolical Genius. Skin is mutated to perspire flammable gas that it consumes and burns the foe to a horrible screaming death. It's only 20% fire weakness though. It's like Razor Claw Grafts is probably better than this. But if it's attacking a unit that has regeneration, this one will do a lot more damage. So it'll do another 45% damage, simply because it has flaming attacks. So in the situation where the unit actually has fire weakness, this one will be better. But in 9 out of 10 cases, this one will just be better. Would be good against vampires, Tomb Kings, and Wood Elves. Well, not all the units there have a regeneration or fire weakness. It's just good against a limited amount of units, and then you have to put on the battlefield there. It's just better to get 4 attack and 10 weapon strength, and you get bonus damage against everybody. This is better than just having a 20% more damage modifier. The 4 attack alone makes it more versatile, a little bit more damage. If the propane precipitation was a little bit higher, like 30%, would be worth considering over this one. Just take this one and forget about this one, really. Weeping Bone Spines, -100 armor. Enables Weeping Blade contact effect, -50% armor. Weapon strength +1%. This painful surgery results in razor-sharp protrusions jutting out from the monster's flesh, weeping with venom stolen from the armory of the dead master himself. It's on a monster, huh? Just -100 armor, huh? I don't -10 or -20, just BAM! -100. Pestilential Glance. Bonus versus infantry +10. Enables contaminated contact effect, -10 leadership, melee attack, -5. Surgically inserting these special glands into a subject enables them to emit contaminants that briefly cause oozing eye syndrome. Favorite of clan pestilence. Well, bonus with infantry plus 10 is better than 5 melee attack. Imperfection removal. Weapon strength plus 40%, melee attack plus 20. Heck, you put this on the red ogres and they are close to Minotaurs. Except they're gonna take massive damage because they have no defense after that and they won't be able to replenish. The antidote to an exact science must always be more and better science. In this case, unstable mutations are removed on the fly, resulting in a more deadly all-around proposition in battle. This help with abomination. This help abomination can regenerate. Brute horror can regenerate. This makes help abomination deadly, for sure. Losing 10 defense is a lot, but it gets a lot more damage. Cellular instability. Casual replenishment rate minus 10% ability cellular instability. The virulent fever running high and its very cell steadily breaking down as it moves and fights damage is bound to be caused to everything around it. What the hell is this? Powerful explosion can destroy new information, but doesn't see how much damage it does. Why are you laughing? Is this going to be like what's that thing called from Dark Hells? I'm currently Dark Conduit. Is this gonna be like Dark Conduit, where you send in like a what am called? One of them mutant red ogres, and a whole unit is gonna blow up. So they give a fucking Dark Conduit to a single anti-unit at a cost of minus 10 replenishment. But this one gives some bullshit stuff here that, you know, be a fraction of this and you lose 100 armor. What a shit. And it's all, they're both rare. Mammoth skin cloning. Missile resistance plus 15%, speed minus 10%, armor plus 30. So get a unit a lot more armor and missile resistance at the cost of speed. Well, this is what the red ogres need: armor and missile resistance. They lose 20% speed. It's good for units with no armor, but why would you put this shit when you can put this shit? You can put everything. The owner of the fish and grafted on the subject, mammoth skin is scoured on an incredibly coarse hair that makes it cumbersome yet highly protective. Like, I feel like this should be like a technology for the red ogres in the first place. Since, you know, they have to be really balanced with the multiplayer. Apparently it's a good multiplayer unit. Scryer Nanobots. Upkeep plus 20% for this unit. Attribute Stalk, attribute Unspottable. So they give unit advanced stalk on a big monster. So it's like one what they the new Jurassic Park movie called Jurassic World. It's like they're gonna create one of those that has a stealth. So Indominus Rex. Hey Straggle, how's the board looking? There's a bunch of potential perversions, and there is definitely some utter fucking garbage that should just thrown in the dumpster and set on fire, or a recycle bin and removed from the game. So what do we have on the rare? These are the rare ones. What are the purple ones called? Unique ones. Acidic Fear Mask. This creature has muted fear mask glands that constantly produce highly corrosive acid. Painful as this is for the subject to bear, the armor of nearby forces melted clean away. Causes damage to combatants strong versus multiple combatants. High chance opponent will resist damage, takes multiplier. Weak versus single combatant at minus 30 armor. 19 seconds, and it can use it multiple times. 6-second cooldown only. Just a moment, guys. I need some water. All this reading. Okay, I'm here. Oh yeah. It's not just enemies, it's everybody. The unit, allies, and enemies. And high chance opponent will resist damage. Opponent. Doesn't say anything for yourself or the allies. So imagine using this, you're taking full damage and your opponents are resisting damage. No doubt, no doubt. When you see the fuck up with the Arcanes change the faction effects and what they fucked up on the list, it's probably like that here. With some suspiciously obtained samples involving an especially weird troll hack to no less this monster against additional predictable features. Hold on, guys. Let me just go back to the Arcane. Can you imagine changing a faction effect of a faction and then not going into a campaign to see if it works? Can you even imagine this? It's like, I'm gonna do this change, and I don't need to check in the game. This works, you know. I know what I'm doing, and I've been working here 2 years as a janitor. So they didn't even have 5 fucking minutes to load into the campaign to see if it works. What the hell? Bloodworm. If you guys haven't yet, check Archaon with Warriors of Chaos. Check his new faction effect, which is awesome by the way. And start the campaign and check the damage on your units. And try to use your 2 brain cells if you have, 3 if you preferable, and think about that for a minute. Unit gets a hunger, undead. So you turn one of them rats undead. Hunger is a big heal in melee. A horrendous blood-hungry parasite is induced to the creature's intestinal tract, causing an insatiable loss of blood and constant unreachable itch. Oh my god, here we go again. Here we go fucking again. What the shit? Enemy volunteers? A horrendous blood-hungry parasite is introduced to the creature's intestinal tract, causing an insatiable lust for blood and constant unreachable itch. You want that, or you guys want a spider implanted into your skull? Implanting a spider within its skull can help the host to predict oncoming threats, with a side effect of persistent urge to scratch. You put a spider in your skull and parasite in your stomach, and then you have to scratch both things. Scratch your brains out, huh? There's definitely some crazy stuff here. Definitely some crazy stuff. And definitely some poop. What do we have here? The third tab. Oh, there is more, guys. There is more. There's a laboratory here. Flesh. What is this? Mutagen buyback. Every Moulder mutant sold to other clans comes with a carcass buyback clause, so throat can ensure no genetic material goes to waste. So Clan Moulder is selling mutants to other factions. Oh man, I wish we had that event while playing Clan Rectus or Clan Morse. Vanilla as they get. So Clan Moulder is selling the mutants to other clans, but what do I mean, like right ogre or a hell abomination without any mutagens, just bare bone mutant. Unclean energy bar. Though highly beneficial to him, Trott prefers not to waste his tasty mutagen on himself if he can help it. The problem is he often can't. So what is this? For 5,000 gold. Is this how much you have to pay for it? This is like the cost. You get 100 mutagen. Or you get 5,000 gold and 100 mutagen. Or we just buy the mutagen for 5,000 gold. We pay 5,000. This is the cost. So we're selling mutants. We don't get any money for it, and then we have to buy them back for 5,000 gold to get mutagen back. Effect duration 5 turns, casualty replenishment rate plus 200% for lords, additional water size plus 50%, ability number of use plus 2 for beast pack. Harvest organs. No self-respecting master mutator is without their own organ farm, with regular transplants keeping the fighting monsters in tip-top shape. So for 2 turns we get casualty replenishment rate plus 200% for blue threats, red ogres, mutant red ogres, brute horrors, and help animation units, all armies. So we double our replenishment rate. Does this mean this minus 100% actually becomes regular replenishment? Or this minus 100% just completes, removes everything? Or is it just stacks? So I guess we turn it on and we get regular replenishment. I guess it removes the base, because this one is all stacking. Genetic filtering. For 5 food and 3000 shekels. As the weak perish in a pool of genetic sludge, the strongest specimens endure, and Trot's foul herd grows ever stronger. Recruit rank plus 3 for all growth wet units. How this thing works in this game? If you have a base of, let's say, 16% and you do minus 100%, well, you're gonna be minus 84%. But there's an example where something gets completely removed, like the upkeep on the skeletons, where it doesn't really go with this rule. I think in this case, minus 100% might just be a penalty applied to the normal replenishment. So you're back to base replenishment. So it's not gonna be a 100%, it's gonna be base 8%, but instead it's gonna be another bonus to the replenishment of the. It's based on the unit. Not really on the replenishment. And the fact is, there's a cap on the replenishment which is 50%. So this might avoid the cap as well, same as the Dark Moon replenishment for Beastmen. So it's hard to say, cause they don't really specify, and we have to see it. Sometimes the wording is weird. So the way I see it is just a buff or debuff, and it doesn't go on the base like the skeleton upkeep. This gives plus 3 recruit ranks for all growth weight units. Clone warfare. This means to replicate the genetic sequence of the best fodder troops also saves the considerable cost involved in augmenting them. Scavenged units are recruited with between 1 to 5 random augments. One to 5 random augments on Skaven slaves, huh? Skaven slave units will no longer grant growth juice when recycled. This does cost 3000 and 5 food. I guess it's a one-time thing. Sample collectors. In a bit of prodding from Trot's thing sketch, the Trotlings hastily sweep up all battlefield specimens left behind by Moulder's warmongering. Growth juice gained from battles plus 5%. Abnormal growth cultivation. Growing test tube monsters is an unpredictable business. It is wise to have a contingency plan to enable the harvesting of any unforeseen results. Get food generated from recycling units 5 and augments applied to growth wet batches 1. This upgrade will unlock after claiming 4 growth wet batches, so you can get it immediately. 4 food and 4000 gold. Bio-recycle chamber. Those who fail to adequately serve Trot will end up as a genetic goop to fit something infinitely more useful and horrible. Increase food generated per growth wet batch from 10 to 15.
All 25 finger claws. Freeze.
So get 5 more food there. Deep freezer. A monstrously sized walk-in refrigerator allows mutagen and other creature parts to be stored at a sub-zero temperatures in copious amounts. Increases flesh lab mutagen capacity from 100 to 200. Mutagen cover capacity is lost over time. Enlarged growth vat. Trott's obsession with growing nasty abominations can only be sated when the vat is large enough to match his twisted ambitions. Adds an additional unit to growth vat batches. Excludes Skaven slave sling units. So we can cook the Skaven slaves. Mutagen distillation. Purging the mutagen of impurities and unwanted biological waste makes it easier for Trott to keep his genetic freaks in working order. Upkeep minus 25% for each instability on unstable units. And the last one, the Steroid Infusions. The only thing better than a steroid is a potent cocktail of several steroids mixed together to achieve more undesirable results. Worth save 10% for units with 4+ augments. Get the fuck out of here. So you get lucky with all those enhancements to the units, and if you get 4 of them, making a unit an absurd unit, you get on top of that 10% ward save. Get the fuck out of here. Do they have anything different here? Let's see. The Clan Ashen does have one different technology than others, Skaven. They should have include that technology for all the Skaven, really. Quantity over quality over quantity. Okay, these are the Red Ogre technologies. Still shit. So look at this. Look at this. Red Ogres get plus 5% weapon strength. Most plus 10, plus 15, plus 20, but plus 5% weapon strength, which puts their damage from 80 to 84. The 15 charge bonus is nice though. Honestly, both of these technologies should affect both Red Ogres and the Helping Combinations. But what about the new units? What about the mutant? It's a mutant Red Ogre here, and what about that brood thingy? What about that brood thingy? The brood horror. The brood horror has 6009 health. Nice. Frenzy regeneration decently starts. The health is a bit low, but it's not a high tier unit. I mean, it's tier 4 with a horrible background on the card art. But did they forget about this unit on the technologies? Looks like they did. This is a new technology here. Plus 2 recruit rank for chieftains and leadership plus 5 for clan raids. They added a new technology here. So monstrous abominations, twisted beyond recognition, but they forgot about the brood horror here. I guess there might be something else there. Okay, let's check the rest of the technology. This technology for the Red Ogres make me cry. This is a new one. Monsters planes actually go into another line of tech here. Okay. So this one are the same. They are just mutant Red Ogres here. Recruit rank plus 2 for the Pack Masters. Freaks of the Leash. Hold on, we'll check the Flesh Lab. Okay, hold on. Freaks of the Leash. Bonus as infantry weapon strength plus 10% for the Wolf Rats and the Brood Horror. Why can't the Red Ogres get shit like this? Devouring the way to domination over the lesser little mates, the Freaks of the Brood are always the Pack Master's preferred choice. Wolf Rats and Brood Horrors get more ranks and cheaper. So they added these 3 technologies here to the monsters plans. They added this one to the ferocious plants. Still no quantity or quality like the Clan Ashen have. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! I don't even want to comment that shit, guys. You're making me depressed. Just clean the chat. Change the topic, man. Fucking hell, man, guys! What the? I'm only depressed by seeing some of this shit year after year, man. Rubio just drop it, man. Install SFO. Oh god. I had that one message me a few days ago, Rubio. I had to start drinking. I know about that one. It's clearly an oversight. If not, we can just play it once and never again, right?
Snow, bring flesh meat.
Lower levels of help it. So this is a building landmark from the 9 circles. 9 circles of hell. Even at these shallow depths, noxious steam accompanies the dreadful cacophony of howls, screams, and shrieks of unspeakable things. Food generated 3, public order plus 3, growth juice plus 10 per turn, upkeep minus 5% for red ogres, help elimination units, all armies. I guess they forgot about the mutant red ogres and the brute horrors. Cheap recruit for these units and plus 1 recruit rank for these units. Why not plus 6? These units are not that crazy anyways. Scheme corruption plus 1. Look at the size of that garrison, man. I guess you have close to shit here.
Creatures in snow, hate here.
The Skaven still get a lot of growth on the core building. There are also exotic animals here, and the exotic animals generate growth juice. Now, this settlement has a unique garrison, Skalavanki. I'm just checking for the change in the shift now. Between the warlords gather, scheming must come as naturally as breeding, for it takes a great leader to speak great lies. It's like a chieftain, just like a hero version of the warlord.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Depths of Hell Pit. And like I said, when they include new stuff, they should be part of the garrison. Who cares if you don't own the DLC? Who fucking cares? Show the people these units in the garrison at least, they might even buy it. But no, 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 no. We corporate assholes, we know better. Depths of the Hell Pit. The 9 circles. The upkeep is the same, still doesn't include the other 2 units they added. Three ranks for the red ogres, mutant red ogres, and help elimination. 2 ranks with the additional, so it gets 5 ranks total. Okay, we got nearly 6 ranks. Looks like they forgot about the brute horrors on the ranks. Because, you know, the brute horrors are not part of the monsters. They are just fucking ugly unit card here. Everything, man, gets always half-assed, man. If this is not fucking half-assed, I don't know what it is. It's like we're gonna have to wait for a fucking rework for these units to get included in fucking 5 years. They started half-assing even with the scaling, guys. They're a little, I guess, they even started half-assing with the scaling, guys, now. So on tier 2, there is now a monster building, so it's no longer tier 3, ferocious plants. So there's a tier 2 monster building. Wolf rats and wolf rats with poison. Oh my god. Look at those unit cards. This is like, what the... This is like not... One is gray and one is brown. And the background. Holy shit. Fire that artist. Hire some random guy off the internet. Contractor. Private contractor. Have you heard of those? They have talent. They have talent. Just pay them $100. Don't you have to pay that guy every month? Fire that artist. Right fucking now. Hire some private contractor. Pay them a couple $100. It's probably 10 times cheaper than having those incompetent, untalented artists working for you. What the fuck is up with the art lately? Have you guys seen the Glade Riders with spears? The worst art I ever seen. Can you imagine paying some artist thousands of dollars to work for you monthly when some guy can make 10 times better job for a couple $100? You know, to get a job, you don't have to have a talent. You know, it does help. And after a couple of years, people might not notice, but now in the age, this is the age of fucking Reddit, and everybody has an opinion and crying. I mean, look at me, I'm just talking shit and crying like a baby right now. So everybody can complain these days. So you better have a fucking talent if you aren't gonna pay thousands of dollars in this day and age. Especially when it comes to unit cards. I mean, look at this card background. Why is every unit card background the same? Holy shit! Did they show that artist the previous card backs? Like maybe they're working from home. Okay, they have an excuse. It's we are living in a virus apocalypse, so they have an excuse. We work from home, but send them fucking pictures of the older units so they know what they're dealing with. It's like, these are the old units, make them similar looking to these units, don't just... They didn't even send them the pictures of the old stuff. Hey, there's a Steam account here, you have Warhammer 2 there, just turn on the game, take a look at 5 minutes on these unit cards, yeah, paint that shit with a similar fashion of the old stuff. Don't just create some mumbo jumbo, jibber jabber bullshit that doesn't even look like the old stuff. They didn't even show the art of the previous unit cards. They just make something from scratch. Agatama says, Elich, to be honest, they fixed a lot of background stuff this patch. What the fuck are you even talking about? We're talking about the same thing here? Have you seen the Glade Riders? With spears, with bows? You see the difference in the unit cards? We're talking about the backgrounds on the unit cards here. You see this shit here? This is a monster unit Red Ogres. This is a monster unit Wolf Reds. You see the difference here? Maybe he's colorblind. At least make it the same background as the Red Ogres, man. It's like, if you don't want to put any effort painting that, making that Wolf Red look like. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? This is the ugliest thing ever. And then look at those Glade Riders. They have nothing to do with the rest of the Glade Riders. And remember, you pay this, they increase the price on DLCs as well. And they give you this shit card art here. It's not like people complain to no end about the unit cards back in Rome 2 and Attila. It's not like they don't know that people are gonna complain about this. Well, heck, these days and age people complain about everything, but people only complain to fucking exhaustion about unit cards in the previous games. So, Akatama, are you stupid? What the fuck does the changes to the game in battles have to do with the fucking unit cards? Are you telling me the same guy is making balance changes to the game and painting the unit cards at the same time? What the fuck? How are we even discussing this? You're telling me the same guy on the left screen is making fucking balance changes to the units and on the right screen is fucking painting unit cards? Are you stupid? Shut up! Jesus! God damn, what the fuck? I'm getting a headache here, man. I'm gonna go flying. We're not even gonna start this shit today. Left screen, he's making, you know, intricate changes to unit mass and shit. On the right screen, he's painting wolf rats. He's making a car for the wolf rats. He's so fucking busy on the left screen balancing the game so we can have Ungrim not getting tossed around all day by Steganon that he can't even make a proper background copy from Red Ogres on the wolf rats. Oh man, I need to go calm down, guys. We're gonna continue this later, man. I'm so fucking triggered right now. I'm sorry, guys. I can't play right now.